opponent, Eddie Guerrero, a man that has overcome so much, not only to be back in World Wrestling Entertainment, to be right here in South Philadelphia for Ring of Honor, to be the Amazing Red's partner against the SAT of Jose and Joel Maximo. This is an emotional night for not just Eddie Guerrero and the three other men in the ring, but for everybody in attendance, everybody in the back, and both me and you, Donnie B.
Well, right now, as these two men square off a little back history, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but both Jose and Joel have both scored pinfall victories over Red of the SAT, and Mikey Whipwreck, their founder and teacher, thought to himself that he had to go out and pick a partner that Red could trust. And who did he find? None other than Eddie Guerrero, the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Red and Eddie Guerrero versus Joe and Jose. Enough said.
And you can just feel the emotion in the ring right now in the crowd. You have to really experience this live to really get a feel of what emotion is going on in these four athletes right now, and these over 400 fans, and the 30 guys in the locker room. This is something. This is greatness. This has the makings of something really special here.
Jumping head scissors, two arm drags, and a scissor kick by Red on Jose Maximo. And right now, Red is backed up into the corner, and Jose is a house of fire all over Red, but Eddie Guerrero has been tagged into the ring. Right now, nice double team effort by Red with the satellite head scissors on Jose Maximo. Joel in the middle of the ring right now, and Eddie is all over Joel Maximo like a storm breaker.
Eddie Guerrero cleaning house of the Maximo brothers. And listen to the crowd appreciate with chants of Eddie.
I'll tell you what, this crowd has come out tonight very strong, very vocal for that man, Eddie Guerrero. They know the demons that he has overcome. They know he has been to hell and back. Eddie Guerrero is a man's man. He is what a professional athlete means in the year 2002 in this industry. The Maximos have their work cut out for them if they expect to overcome Eddie Guerrero in Red.
That's right. Just look at this man, Eddie Guerrero. The history is well known of what this man has gone through. This man has been released from the World Wrestling Federation, now World Wrestling Entertainment. He went through personal demons, and this man has fought through it the right way. When most men would have crumbled, Eddie Guerrero overcame, and we are all proud of Eddie Guerrero. Not just us, but the boys in the locker room, the boys in the ring, and every fan that is watching this tape, every fan that's in attendance right now, are so proud of that man, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, while we have a moment, Steve and the Maximos have Guerrero down on the mat, I just want to mention I've been handed a bulletin. Some more names that have been added to the Ring of Honor Championship tournament set for June 22nd. Three of the premier athletes from Britain, Jody Fleisch, Johnny Storm, and Doug Williams have been added to this incredible tournament on June 22nd. In addition, the new effing show, Jerry Lynn, from NWA Wildside, AJ Styles.
That is unbelievable. AJ Styles, former World Heavyweight Champion Jerry Lynn, Jody Fleisch, Johnny Storm, Doug Williams, all added to this this Ring of Honor title tournament that starts on June 22nd in South Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, you do not want to miss this. This tournament will be memorable in the fact that each man will have to advance from their bracket to advance to the 1 hour Ironman title final on July 27th. These four men will fight in a 1 hour 4-way Ironman match, which will determine the first Ring of Honor championship. And I can assure you this, each and every man in this title tournament wants to be that champion, but the only thing Jose Maximo wants is out of that Boston crowd that Eddie Guerrero has him in.
And also, Ring of Honor makes their Boston debut on August 24th. See what educated, diehard fans and experts and critics are raving about. This isn't hype, it's fact, it's Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. For ticket information for any of these shows, 215-891-9404. Visit them over at the web at ringofhonorwrestling.com or rfvideo.com. And Steve, did I mention Ring of Honor and RF Video have over 4,500 tapes available?
That's right. Most of them are in my living room right now, but over 4,500 tapes from rfvideo.com. Click on, call them, Ring of Honor, rfvideo.com, the #1 source for professional wrestling. ROHwrestling.com is where it's at, and where it's at is in the middle of the ring. And where we are at is Eddie Guerrero with a side headlock on one of the Maximos. Jose right now trying valiantly to fight out of that side headlock. Eddie switches it, a nice beautiful standing switch of the headlock on Jose Maximo. Nice short flipper forearm to the face, and he is working and breaking down Jose Maximo, who desperately needs
needs to tag his brother.
Eddie Guerrero, one of the rare pro wrestlers of today that is always in control of his body, whether he's on the defense or whether on the offense. Eddie Guerrero always has control, always knows where he's at, and that's what makes him such a tough guy to beat. That a man at 5'10" and 215 pounds, he may not look like the biggest guy, but you can put him up against the biggest guy and he'll always win, because Eddie Guerrero is a thinking man's wrestler, a consummate professional. Eddie Guerrero is the guy that if I had a #1 draft pick, Eddie Guerrero would be it.
Well, right there, a beautiful reverse dragon sleeper bow and arrow combination by the Maximals on Eddie Guerrero, who shit-can went right out of the middle of the ring with so much disrespect as they concentrate on Eddie Guerrero. And that move, my friend, can come back and haunt you, because Red has many moves in his arsenal, like the infrared and other things of that nature, which can strike out of nowhere and put you down for a 3 count. Right now, Jose Maximo backs Eddie in the corner, keeping the other Maximo in the ring nice and fresh. This is the strategy that Eddie and Ray should try to employ if they hope to be victorious against the battling Maximos.
That's right, and you know the Amazing Red has told Eddie Guerrero all about the Maximos. He has told them, because you know what, the Maximos and the the Maximos and the Amazing Red, they live together, they breathe together, they train together, they drive together. These guys are always together, they know each other inside and out, and I'm sure the Amazing Red has had talks with Eddie Guerrero and told them all the insides of what the Maximos teamwork is all about.
Well, right now, that beautiful backbridge suplex that Eddie was not able to hold him down, so Joel Maximo is back up to the top rope. I'm sorry, that is Jose Maximo going to the top rope right now. He could be setting him up for perhaps an elbow drop, something of that nature, but no, Eddie Guerrero is up. Another short clipper to the side of the face of Maximo, and Eddie himself is going for a superplex.
Eddie's going way up top on super duperplex. And he may turn this into the Brainbuster.
Oh, nice standing superplex off the top on Jose Maximo of the SATs. If ever there was a time where Eddie needed to tag in the fresh man, this is it. Red is outside the ring, actually standing on the bottom rope, chomping at the bit, ready to get in the ring and exact revenge on the 2 men who have both scored pinfall victories, him on his career in the Ring of Honor. Nice standing somersault kick by Red up into a backflip. Nice. Oh! Joel Maximo is down.
Shooting star! Red shooting star press!
Red star press only was able to keep him down for a 2 count. I think Joel is a little fresh right now for a move like that to work. He's a little bit bigger than Red. He easily kicked out of that. I think maybe if Red would have waited a few more minutes, he might have had a better chance of scoring a victory.
The Amazing Red is just that, simply amazing. Jose Maximo, who has about a 40-pound weight advantage, knows Red, knows what he can do. And this is, oh, and he just countered.
I think it's a little more than 40, Steve. Take a look at Joel. He's been bulking up, he's been beefing up. He's going to change his name soon, probably to the Samoan Assault Team if he keeps getting any bigger.
With you there, the Amazing Red dropped on the back of his head here. Joel Maximo is going to try to, and he does tag Jose Maximo, and they keep Red in their corner.
This is smart strategy. If I were them, I would do the exact same thing. Get these 2 guys in there. Jose seems to move a little bit faster than Joel. He's more of a match for Red. If I were them, I would concentrate on Red. The last thing I'd like to see in that ring is Eddie Guerrero. A beautiful standing snap suplex on the body of Red, who was able to kick out at 2.
Well, Jose Maximo should know better. The man that was trained by former World Heavyweight Champion Mikey Whipwreck should have hooked the leg right there. He knows that Red, the resiliency of Red, he should have hooked the leg, and maybe they could have had a 1, 2, 3 count. And even though that the Maximos are an established tag team, it would have been a major upset defeating the Amazing Red and Eddie Guerrero.
Nice side jumping baseball slide kick to the face of Red right there. I think right now the Maximos are working like a well-oiled machine. They have the match well in control. All they need to do is keep working like this, and they should ensure themselves a victory. Nice double team maneuver here. Wheelbarrow Ocean Cyclone suplex on Red. Hits the mark right in the middle of the ring.
Jose Maximo, the legal guy in the ring. Eddie Guerrero breaks up the pin.
Well, that's very uncharacteristic of Eddie in the type of this match. It's kind of a matchup, but I'll tell you what, Eddie wants to win. He's got the heart of a lion. No matter what he's done in his life, he is still a competitor. Eddie Guerrero is tough as nails, almost as tough as that backflip right there.
Did you hear the impact of Red's face slapping against the bottom of Jose Maximo's boot? Eddie Guerrero once again saving his partner, the Amazing Red.
Not only did I hear it, I assure you, Red felt it, and what Red is feeling right now is the wrath of these Maximos. Both of these men have scored pinfall victories on Red in their short careers here in the Ring of Honor, and I can assure you, that is the fuel that is firing this young man named Red right now during this matchup as he goes up in the air and down to the mat hard into a Boston Crab pendulum by the Maximos.
Oh, look at that. That's pain personified. Oh, and he just dropped the leg right on the back of the Amazing Red's neck. This could be a Finnegan in position.
The adjective amazing is very aptly put in this one because it's going to be amazing if Red is able to stand up straight after being hit in the back of the head with a leg drop like that. I can tell you what, he is going to be his chiropractor's best friend this week.
And Donnie B, you saw the boys from the locker room are all out. They're all upstairs. They walked away from the monitor. They want to see this live and in living color for themselves because they appreciate not only the talent, oh my goodness, the talent of Eddie Guerrero, but every member of this tag team match right now.
Nice standstill spin wheel backflip kick by Red right into the face of Jose Maximo, who himself needs to make a tag. Joel, I'm sorry, is inching towards the corner. Even I'm bamboozled by this one. This one is moving faster than I ever thought it would. Nice side kick.
Guerrero, house of fire now. Hard, quick right hand. A European form. Huge chop.
Eddie is beating Maximo down like he owes him rent. Right now, Guerrero into the corner. Nice front kick right to the solar plexus.
Guerrero back.
Eddie's setting him up for that patented brainbuster, which is usually the prelude to the frog splash. The brainbuster usually followed up by the frog splash. Let's see if Eddie goes for it.
You see Mark Briscoe, Low Key, Mafia, Paul London.
All the boys right there, Steve, what they're doing, that's a sign of respect. They want to come out and personally pay respect. The entire locker room wants to pay respect to Eddie Guerrero simply because he
turned it in. He almost got him.
Eric Corrado rolled through by the Maximo. He's looking for another roll-up right now, and Eddie.
A 2 count there on the WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, but Eddie Guerrero cuts him down with a clothesline.
Eddie Guerrero cuts down Jose Maximo with a clothesline, but I can assure you this young man has earned all the apples in his basket tonight,
and Eddie Guerrero
he has scored 2 near pinfalls on the WWE Intercontinental Champion.
And WWE Intercontinental Champion and out Eddie Guerrero is going to end this with the front flip. Wait a second, Jose Maximo cuts him down.
Right now, both Maximos seem to be setting Eddie up for a top rope maneuver. Could it be the vaunted Spanish fly we've heard?
It is on!
Right there, Red foiled the attempt of the Spanish fly himself.
Oh!
Joel Maximo Jose right now left in the middle of the top rope with Eddie Guerrero. This could be a myriad of things. Oh, a blocked hurricanrana by Jose.
Beautiful Jose thinking. He studied the tapes of Eddie Guerrero. But Eddie Guerrero does a 360.
Blocks the tornado DDT. Red up and away like a superhero.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable move there!
I guess you'd call that the Super Rana. I'm not sure, but speaking of super, Red just flew right over the top rope on the other Maximo, and now Eddie ascends to the top rope once again.
Donnie, these people are on their feet! They are on their feet! Eddie Guerrero goes to the top rope! Could it be the frog splash?
Oh, Eddie rolls through.
But Eddie saw it coming!
Jose telegraphed it. Looks like he's setting him up for that gory special.
He's
right down to the splash mountain. 1, 2, 3, that's it! We have a winner! We have a winner! Eddie Guerrero is Red victorious over the SAT combination of Joe and Jose Maximo with the Splash Mountain combination powerbomb.
And look, the boys from the back showing their appreciation for the Amazing Red and Eddie Guerrero.
SAT gets us up in the street with Eddie Guerrero, and I couldn't. character aside, be more personal. I've been fighting a lot of demons in my life. I'm sure everybody knows that. If you read the internet, my public life is basically all over the place. So I thought it would be right to share those too. We've been hearing a lot of negative on my side. This week officially, I lost my family officially, by court. Wait a minute. That's only by court. It was a pretty emotional weekend for me, but when I started, I went to wrestle in Pittsburgh yesterday, and now today, God, through all the adversity in my life, I've come to a new relationship in my life with God, whom I choose to call Christ, the way I understand it. My kids, I always have my brothers and sisters, my moms. I'm not making a sad story here. If anything, it's very happy for me because God shared with me one thing. They're in the family. This is what I was feeling in my heart. See, when I step in this ring, I'm happy. I feel ready. When I'm in the dressing room, for the boys back there, you guys are the brothers. You're family. When I'm in here with you guys, this is the whole family. This is my last family. And by the grace of God, I have that. But most important, I can't forget you all. You guys are part of this family. Without you, so very grateful to God. One thing I want to do, share. I started wrestling throughout Juarez, and that's when my career started. When all this happened, it was like starting over for me. I started wrestling here in Philly when I came into the United States. And by the grace of God, I wrestled to this day. And I'm going to continue to wrestle in Philadelphia. It may not be for here, but it may be for WWF or whoever I'm with. But I will always remember, whether you cheer for me, whether you hate me, spit at me, the point is that you're there, you're wrestling fans. Without you guys, Philly is my home team. All the guys right there, I love you guys were very supportive when I was down in the shit. And everything, when I felt like when I had the poor means, I was feeling sorry for myself. But you guys were there. If anything, I'm grateful to God that I have another opportunity in life, another opportunity in this ring where I love to work, and another opportunity to entertain each and every one of you, which is